What's up, graphic designers? In today's class, we're going to be using the spreadsheet to create some fun posters featuring your teachers and the books that they're reading as a way to celebrate literacy and a love of reading with the lab community. And so we're going to talk a little bit about how we created this. You'll notice actually very briefly that there's these physics formulas in this pretty fun sunset over in New Mexico. And so what I did was I found this image online and actually I dropped the opacity to about 70% after I applied the lighten blending mode. So you're going to apply some blending modes to your image. But let's talk, speaking of your images, let's take a look at some of your submissions from yesterday. So thank you to those of you who submitted teacher cutout. So we got Miss Arroyo, Miss Hofstadter, thank you so much. Charlie, when you submit it, you got to have the book cover, bud. Thank you so much, Josh, although Josh knows that this is a work in progress because we need to reveal his fingers rather. This looks great, Matthew, thank you so much. Nate Dog, thank you so much, Stephen Weiss, for featuring Masuku. This looks good, except a couple things. We want the edge of the book to go across the spine. And ladies and gentlemen, I've said this like 1,000 times. You have to put your name in the file name. Please, what we want to do is save it the way I can see Josh saved it. So it's actually not the way Josh saved it, but the way Steven saved it. And he knows this because he paid attention. Yesterday, it's going to be teacher name cut out by student name. So Miss Suku cut out by Stephen Weiss. Miss Sutton cut out by Jason. So this is precisely what we wanted to do. This looks great. All right, so well done with the teachers. I think that you guys have a few new student logos. Here we have a nice one featuring Sahara that I submitted by Sadiq. I don't know how that happened, but I'm happy to see that Sahara has a logo. Thank you, Shayla, Josh. Thank you, Julia, who removed the background, submitted as a PNG. Nate, I think you're using Apple Chancery, and you don't look thrilled about this logo. I would love one with a little bit more enthusiasm. In fact, Nate, if you wanted to use this like an athletic one, if you playing basketball, that's cool with me. This should be your opportunity to shine. Thank you, Steven. And we saw Grayson's and Maxwell's yesterday. Thanks, guys. All right. So here is what I know. You guys are going to check that spreadsheet. And I know that we cut out individuals yesterday. So, for example, Harris did a great job cutting out me. And did he complete it? He sure did. When you're done, you're going to write done in column D as Harris did and as Steven did and a few of you guys as well. All right. So I know that Droz read American Prometheus. And this is what you're going to do. To get the blurb, what you're going to do is you're going to click on that first little cell, right? And I'm going to double click and I'm going to press Command A, Command C. So we want to get all the text. That makes sense. Be sure not to delete any of the text, any of the blurbs from your teachers. All right, you guys, this is new and this is exciting. You guys are about to learn something. Thanks, Sahara, for paying attention. I very much appreciate it. So I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to actually click, and this is fine for right now. So I can't help but notice that we've got this dark environment in the background. I'm going to put light text on top. And so I know that typically we'll left click once, and then if we want to do a line break, we'll press enter, right, enter, and so on and so forth for these line breaks. We do not want to take that approach for this. So for example, you're not going to left click once, press Command V to paste that blurb that we just copied, and then go enter, and then enter again, and so on and so forth. Instead, you guys, this is new. What we're going to do is instead of left clicking just once, we're going to left click and hold, and I'm creating a little container for this text. So it's going to look a little something like this. And I'm going to press Command V. And I'm going to make this, okay. Because we made a container, we can sort of like shift this text around as needed. And I know that the last word is complicated ways. So I'm going to have this about right there. And I'm going to press Command A. And I'm going to drop down the font size from 22 to 23, and this all of a sudden seems pretty nice. I also know, you guys, that this is hyphenated. This text is hyphenated. I'm going to press check to confirm, but I'm going to go back and press Command A, and if you click on this little folder that's like 2 icons over from the check mark, what we can do is open up this window, and then if we click not character but to the right paragraph, we can unclick hyphenate. So we're going to have something that looks a little bit like this, and I recognize that the text is a little bit too big still. So I'm going to make it 22, enter, and wow, this all of a sudden is starting to look Really, really fascinating. Um, One final thing before we transition to the other video, and that is this. When we look at the before and after, what we want to do is have everything laid out in a way that makes sense in terms of competition with the blurb. We're going to do color inversion, light on dark, dark on light, white on green, green on white. I can't wait to see what you guys produce. Let me know if you have any questions. Let's see what the next video has in store for us.